Hey there, Aquarius. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below, baby. It is free as always. If you would like to be notified anytime I post new videos, just ring the little bell out beside it and Nate will let you know. Okay, new subscribers, welcome. We are happy to have you here as we are going to glow up into our golden selves and make this world beautiful, colorful, happy, fulfilling, and satisfying for us all, because you are amazing and you are celebrated because you know who you really are. Now, Aquarius, we know you know who you are, but you've known yourself in work and plasmatic self as saving the world and coming beyond Pluto and going out into the channel and coming on back in, and it being difficult and challenging and sacrificial, but it was oh so worth it because that is who you are and that's what you're here for. But the message they are starting to spin around this channel is like, hey, we're not here for our soul purpose. We're here for our soul. We're here to enrich and develop our soul, to enjoy and to experience and to imbibe and to taste the deliciousness that we are afforded in this lifetime. That is what is coming in with this new era of air that shows up on December 21st, which is actually kicked off at 0 degrees Aquarius when Saturn enters in. Now, remember, we've been having these visits from Big Papa, and I think that was him letting us know of how he's prepared, already adapted, and adjusted to your energy. It will not be malefic. It will only be beneficial because he's in here to do the divine dance. He's like cleared out the earthiness, the weightiness, and how others knew him before into the fulfillment of the promise. The plasma essence, he and Jupiter, they're like, we've been synergizing, we've been talking, we've been dancing, we've been harmonizing and tuning our energies to level this world up for you, to bring in your new energy body, to breathe our breath of victory over you, that all the seeds are fertilized. It is already done. It is already finished. That's why it's been calling in the relationship for you, because it's like, it's time for your superhuman self to get to enjoy some human pleasure, some that life affords us. Now, this week is bringing in something called massage the ruby, not message. I was like, massage the ruby, what are you talking about? And they're talking about that little point between your legs. They said it is where earth and heaven kiss. It's where the first union begins, okay? So all that you brought with you, all the treasury, all the divinity, all the victory, all the solution of who you are, all the equipping and the empowering that you need, stored down under your feet. So everywhere you go, there you are, is with you wherever you go. Nothing and no one can separate you from you unless you get called out and you step off of who you are. More or less. You don't need to ramp it up, amp it up, work harder. No, you know yourself. Know thyself. Know thyself. Know thyself. That's what he is reiterating to you. Aqua. And that's incredibly important. Look at that level. Look at that power. Look at that justice. Look at that channel, that bringing into. It's like like an aqueduct. It's affording like the gathering of that plasma, the collecting of the air, and divining and directing it down to your doorstep, Michael. Thank you. Yes, please. You know, I got strong Aquarian placements with whole zodiac, just saying. But that's where my Venus and my Jupiter are just right there, side by side. So talk about some powerful love, some miracle love, as Matt Corby sings. Bring back that miracle love. It's going to have us go into the Moon Magic Medicine deck. This is a Trinity deck. So bringing in the triune powers, that mean you want me to get 3, Michael? He says, definitely. Well, there's 2, and I see the 3rd coming on in. Ooh, it flipped to the back, because these have verbiage on the back, and usually they have me intuitively read them. So I am going to take a minute to get this for you, but this came in front, side, baby. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now they're telling me you're going to be a little bit scared when this person comes in, Aqua. And you're like, this is not my typical type. And you're like, who is? I'm so cosmotic. I want the whole thing. I'm sorry, you're saying the whole big pickle. I don't know who that's for, but it's making me giggle. I see you. I love you. Thank you for tickling me. That was fantastic. The one that tickles your pickle. I don't know. Y'all are you're so divine and cosmic. Look at you. This is your energy, all playful. And you're like, but we mean it. I'm like, I know. That's why I love it. That's why you're tickling me with your key, with your power, with your energy flow, with your divine gossamer strings. The streams of life that you have brought with you, that you afford us all here because you are walking in your divinity. You know who you are and you're allowing your golden self to flow, but it cannot be separated from your soul. And in your soul is this divine union that's coming about. It's been putting the finger on it and putting the finger on it about you, Aqua, because you're like, that's the last thing I want. I do want it, but nobody knows, but I'm here to serve on purpose. That's my fulfillment. And they're like, fulfilling your soul's purpose. He's like, we are here to fulfill your soul. He's like, we're just going to do a little dance, make a little noise, get down tonight. He's like, this is it. My eye is on you. We've been crafting and honing for so long. Every sacrifice, every gift you gave was removing off what was not you, a facet. It was here. It was here for you to bestow. Yes, you did have a life purpose. Yes, you have fulfilled it. And magic over here, she's saying you've completed it. You've completed that leg of the race, that leg of the journey. And now the otherness, the rest is coming in. The environment is changing around you because that's all now down here. The supplies are here. They can go to Spirit or Us and go get their shopping carts filled. And they're like, it's time for you to see what you've been beholding. What is in the pupil of your eye? What is the apple of your eye? And you're like, this divine cosmic union down between my legs. And that doesn't just mean sex, y'all. That's the area where it all powers in, connects. It's like the socket where the plug goes in. So it's the plug, it's the socket, it's the electricity running through. It's whatever that cord is connected to that is powering up. It's so multifaceted that it is you, right? Kaleidoscope eyes, butterfly eyes, seeing with all the facets, and not just your eyes, the eyes of everywhere that you came from. So it's talking about release the dark moon. This phase influence is talking about dreams, vision. Continue your meditations, but allow them to blur. Pay attention to your daydreams and synchronicities. They're saying daydreams and moonbeams is what they're telling me. Play with them. Okay. Sakwa, you're serious. Like you're like, even when you your mind is like, zoom, 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 like laser, like not even just laser beams. It's like slices, like these whole, precision, being within the matrix of Metatron, being within all those facets of life, all the divine mathematics and the constitution of life is what you're talking about here. They're saying allow it to blur. Allow the plasma, allow Big Papa and his plasmatic self, allow the new aqua, the new era, the 0 degrees to come in and to begin to meld with you and to move through you like a divine kiss. Allow that energy to begin to move through your sensory processing system and to begin to clean out the old bric-a-brac and debris. Like the baby, the oxygen has to enter the lungs to clear them from the fluid of the amniotic fluid that was there. So clearing you of the amnios, because it was a different pressurization is what they were talking about. Because when you travel back and forth and you were the plasma coming in, you are the energy that is coming in, Aquarius, and you know that. But that being able to travel beyond Pluto, it had to require certain pressure, and so it was thin and like, all up here, that door and that elevator and that whole thing. They're like, no, we're going to bring it down where it's like, it's going to be like honey, like this liquid gold, like this non-wet, liquidous, like I can't even explain it. Unctuous, you know what I'm talking about. You can see it in your mind's eye. And they're like, good, let us in all your senses. Let us in. We're going to clear it out because it's in a different manner. It's made for the pressurization, the stabilization, the balance of information and energy of your environment here to meld with you. That you don't take on things that aren't yours, nor are things being extracted or pushed out from you that do belong to you, okay? It's creating the osmotic balance of who you are with your amnios. That's what they're talking about. So that's the release. Release. The releasing is they're needing you to give your permission to be loved. Not that they love me not. There is no option. They're like, each petal that falls is love. Just like each sacrifice, each gift, each offering that you gave of your time, your energy, your mind, your travels beyond Pluto and all that was an offering of love. And they've well known it. They've well known it. All of creation has known. That's the magic that you've been stirring up, is like these bits of plasma coming off as these like glittery diamonds coming on in. And now they're wanting to bring in the seed of your earthiness, this earthen energy, this liquid gold. And they're saying they're ready to reload your key. Now, love that all this talk is very plain to you. It would sound like mystery to others, but it's very plain to you as you're listening because you're in union with your soul and your spirit. And they're saying, let us do this for you. Let us give you this gift of life, this renewal, this balance here, that there is no more struggle or maintaining, that you can leave that conscious living. You can live the being and enter into your true state, your amnios right here. No more having to travel off and have someone bring you back, travel off, pay the price, because it's very expensive. I mean, like rocket fuel costs more than the general gasoline down at the corner store, okay? Costs a little more than electric charge on your electric car, whatever you drive. It is expensive, and it's been costly. It's been costly in so many things, and taxing even more so. And as you allow this balance to occur, they're saying, and also to incur, you're going to get a retribution, this return of like all the fees that were charged, the above and beyonds, that the taxation is going to be returned into you, like a tax return. Like a tax return. We go ahead and speak that now over you. Some of you, it's legit tax return. It's beneficials coming in from elsewhere. It's benevolence showing up, and people gifting, writing checks, giving gifts, and not just like their leftovers and crumbs and things that you're like, yeah, that's really great. I could pass that on to another person, another facet, another sacrifice. I know how to do that. I'm good at that. Fine. I know how to deny myself. They're like, no, these are things that are going to hit you right where it counts. It could be like, mine? From me? And you'll be like, let me check my energy. Is this real? Is this what's really happening? Is this a trick? You love me not? Where's it supposed to go? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And it's like, yes, you do. Receive. Receive the love. This love is a return of who all you are. And this is, Michael is showing, this is life. Breathing is breath upon you. It's thanks. Come, let me get it straight. Breathing is breath upon you, restoring you and fulfilling you. It was all planned, always has been. I mean, if you invested your money somewhere, you wouldn't be like, oh, I don't want the return. I know I didn't earn all that. I didn't work for it. No, you were patient. You wait and you kept giving into it. I mean, if you don't stop the flow of that, she's saying, why stop the flow of this? Why stop the flow of them returning the fees of your travel fees? I mean, anybody knows if you could get back all the taxes you've ever paid on your phone, I mean, that'd be a nice little vacation right there, wouldn't it? So let's call that on in, and let's all go on a nice little vacation, mask or mask free. I don't know where you're going, right? But some little splurge, some little refreshment, a little bit of luxury, a little bit of thinking of the self. Well, that's what happens after all these facets have been formed and made as divine and perfect, right? Then the light, he says, with your permission, your receptivity to receive this light, to allow it to come in and shine in you, that is going to be the radiance going out. That is going to be that return, that beauty of you being fulfilled as the light moves through you. It's going to merge with you and cast your light out into this world. And life will come and find you. And life will bless you and kiss you and hug you. Nurture and nourish. And they're saying compassionalize with you, okay? You compassionalize in Aquarius. So I want to get a rune. We're going to get a rune and a credit card for you here. All right. This is coming in this way, because normally it's this, but it's talking about moving on up, progress and increase. And they're talking about return, because it's heading to the right. And to me, that's going back. And they're talking about return. It's being returned to you. It's retroactive. They're retroacting all of your taxes and fees. Talk about some love. You're like, I never thought that would happen. And they're like, we know. It's exactly why it's coming. Your heart has been measured. It has been tested. It is known. That heart, your point of connection was the union, the divinity, the power of the purpose, the empowerment, the willingness, and the ability to bring those together and to show up every day. Even when you were knocked down, you were dead, you were crying, you were empty, you were, shredded into bits, and you had to put your little pieces all back together to even get up that day, and you did. You do. They're saying now, 200 years of plasma return. And this one's leaning all in for the kiss. You see that look on the face? The swoon is going on. Life's all, you're like going numb between your legs. Your collarbones all coming undone. You're like, well, there aren't any words for it, is there? Aqua, I can feel it. You're moving all through me, baby. I love it. They said, take it off the top. Take it off the top. It pops straight up in my hand. You are finally free. Your heart is free. Because when you're not taxed, you're free. The free gift of life to yourself. I love it. Thank you for sharing this time with me. And I'm thoroughly thrilled, excited, overjoyed for this key, this power, this victory in your life. For all of that to return to you. Man, leave me comments down below. Let me know what's going on your side of the world and your side of the lens. You know, color my world with your love. Let me celebrate with you. Let me join in this with you. This beautiful life song of all of us coming together into this new era. I love you, Aqua, and I appreciate you. And the gladness of my heart to your heart. Bye.